Valkyries are here!
It's time to duel!
Today I am going to show you Valkyries, the searcher of the deck, Valkyrie Dritte. If it's normal or special summoned, you can add one Valkyrie card from your deck to your hand. You can add any monster from your deck, or you can add Valkyrie's Embrace. We will talk about it later. As for our other Valkyrie monsters, we have Sigrun. If it's in your hand, you can target one face-up spell / trap card you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon it from your hand. Where is the continuous spell or trap card is in this deck? Well, we are playing it with our skill Light Barrier. At the beginning of your first turn, it's set on your field zone. You can play any other skill that plays a field spell, but I'm using Sartorius skill because skill gets activated during your first turn. If your opponent goes first, they will not know that you are playing the skill, which is an advantage for you. If you have special summoned a Sigrun from your hand, then you can special summon another Valkyrie from your hand or graveyard. It must be level 8 or lower, so you cannot special summon Sigrun, but your main target can be Dritte for search. It can be Vierte. We have Valkyrie Vierte. During your main phase, you can excavate the top cards of your deck equal to the number of the other Valkyrie monsters you control, and if you do, add one excavated normal spell / trap from your deck to your hand. So that's why we don't play Fiendish Chain in this deck. Actually, you can play any other spell or trap that is a normal. I'm playing Wall of the Karma Cut, Floodgate, Canadia, and Raigeki Break. Valkyrie Sechste. If it's special summoned, you can special summon one Valkyrie from your deck. During your main phase, you can send top 2 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. Valkyrie Erda is amazing. You can only control one, and we are playing one in this deck anyways. While you control it, special summoned by the effect of a Valkyrie card, all face-up monsters your opponent controls lose 1000 attack. Any card that destroyed by battle or card effect that will be sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished. You heard it right. They have Spectral Sword, you destroy it with battle or card effect, doesn't matter, it gets banished. Doesn't get sent to the graveyard. We have Brunhilde, it's unaffected by your opponent's spell effects, no econ or dark magical circle or whatever spell they have. It gains 500 for each monster your opponent controls, and when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can have this card exactly lose 1000 defense, and if you do, your Valkyrie monsters can't be destroyed by battle this turn. Also, we have Athena. If another fairy monster is summoned, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. Also, once per turn, you can send one face-up fairy monster you control to the graveyard, except itself. Then target one fairy monster in your graveyard and special summon it. All monsters in our main deck are fairy type monsters. Raigeki Break, discard a card, target a card on the field, destroy it. Karma Cut, discard one card, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, banish it. Also banish all the copies from their graveyard. Wall of Disruption, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, all attack position monsters your opponent controls lose 800 for each monster they control. Floodgate Trap Hole, when your opponent summons a monster or monsters, change that monsters to face down defense position. Monsters change it to face down defense position by this effect can change their battle positions. If you attack to them and can't destroy them, they will be face up defense position and your opponent cannot change it to attack position again. Canadia, target one face up monster your opponent controls and change it to face down defense. Its effect is like Floodgate. You can use Floodgate on their monster summon, but you can't use on the battle phase, for example, but you can use Canadia during any time. We have Valkyrie Zweite. If it's summoned, normal, special, flip, doesn't matter. Target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. After damage calculation, if it's battled, you can target one continuous spell in your graveyard and add back to your hand. So you have sent your continuous spell to the graveyard to special summon your Sigrun. If you battle with Zweite this turn, you can add back that continuous spell to your hand. Then next turn you can play it. Then if you have your another Sigrun, you can special summon it again with this tactic. If you don't have Sigrun, summon your Dritte if you have it. Then search for Sigrun. Then you got the place. Also, Vierte's another effect is if it gets destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Valkyrie from your deck. You can use this effect to special summon your Sechste. Then it will trigger Sechste's effect to special summon another Valkyrie from your deck. So 2 special summons at once. As for another cards that we can search with Dritte's effect, we have Valkyrie's Embrace. If all monsters you control are Valkyrie monsters, target an attack position Valkyrie monster you control, and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change your monster to defense position, and if you do, banish your opponent's monster. Though you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this card, except Valkyrie monsters. Careful about that, and you can only activate it once per turn. The rest is, like I said, can be any trap or spell card that you have, but make sure to play normal spell or traps because you can add them to your hand with Vierte's effect. Sorry for spelling, I don't know how to spell these, and actually these numbers are coming from German language, I believe. As for the extra deck, we have Trishula. You can banish any 3 different monsters with different names from your field to special summon it. In this deck, we can't use its effect because we are not using any dragon type monsters. We have Fairy Shear Girl. Actually, the Xyz monsters are optional. You can play it or not. We are relying on main deck more than our extra deck. Anyways, Fairy Shear Girl, detach 1 Xyz material, draw a card. Utopia, negate attacks. The Elteras can destroy a card by detaching an Xyz material. Samurai, detach 1 Xyz material, it can make second attack during this turn. Antidote Nurse, during the damage step. When your monster battles, you can detach 1 material from it. It gains 1000 attack. Also during damage calculation, if it battles with your opponent's monster, monster's attack becomes its original attack. When it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can detach 1 Xyz material from it, inflict 500 to your opponent. Shark events come out. If you have Leviathan Dragon, you can play it instead of Granasaurus. My next deck will be Shark's deck, I believe. It finally will be unlockable during this Friday. Make sure to get him. Anyways, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video.